Okay, the following video is going to attempt, was my first try, at replacing the rear glass of a 1998 Roadtrek 200 Versatile. The glass didn't break, it's just the butyl that holds the window in has rotted over 20 years, and the water runs down, leaks underneath, and comes inside. So it needed to be, the whole bottom was loose. You could push on it and you could see it moving. So that needed to be replaced. I'll follow up at the end of the video with some tips on what we did and how we did it, and that should be it. Enjoy the video. Thanks for watching. Okay, all the trim has been pried out. I think that's a deep channel in there. Drill some holes. Okay, we got all the gunk cleaned off of the window. Nice and smooth. A little acetone. Or what did we use? Yeah, acetone. Melted that sticky butyl right off. Same with here. But you can see the window, the caulk disintegrates, this channel fills up, and then it spills over into the inside channel, and then into the next channel, and then into the next one where it drips down onto the inside and onto my bed. And you can see all the dirt in there. So we're going to cure that by drilling a few holes between here to the outside, up down towards the bottom. Maybe, I don't know, 3 on each side of the center, because there's a ridge here that doesn't allow the water to pass back and forth. So we will be putting the window in shortly.
Are we taking a movie now?
Yep.
Oh, shit.
Now we're drilling holes to lead to rippling. This may not be the right way, but it's gonna work. And we'll clean it up and eat some grilled cheese, and we'll be back. What do we call this stuff? 3M one-step primer. It's black, so that it supposedly blocks out the UV rays from the outside, so the caulk lasts longer, or whatever that black sticky stuff is. Again, we're using, what is it called? 3M one-step primer on the frame where the glass and the butyl will sit. Plus, I think it also covers up bare metal priming also. Okay, we'll come back when it's done. What's the sticky junk?
Here. I don't even know if they should caulk that or not.
and it's in. And we have broken thumbs. Ended up using a short 2x4 to pound those little suckers in. And there's the little weep holes to drain that stuff out. Okay, so this is the day after the Roadtrek, the rear window repair, and it poured last night, so we were able to test it, and the actual seal itself that we fixed, that window does not leak. However, the outside seal, not the frame into the fiberglass, but the window frame to window frame, if that makes sense, that would be the seal that keeps everything out when you open that window, which you're not supposed to because it's only an emergency exit. That leaked, and now I know that that has been leaking. So I have fixed that, and I just squirted a little bit of real small fine bead of clear silicone all around that, and that's it. It's such a fine bead. It'll seal out the water, and it has sealed out the water. And it will be easy to break through if you have to escape out the back hatch. And then I'm going to use a real fine zip tie to keep those little red handles that release the window closed so nobody opens it. So, I don't know, there's not much to show you for the inside repair, but I can kind of swing around here and we'll see what it does. So in the back here, and this is the corner here that leaks. Right down there. So I'm going to zip tie these. We can finally put the walls back up. We're putting new, that's like a fabric, and you can see down in the corner how it got wet and black and moldy. So we're taking it all down, and we're recovering with just a gray vinyl. And then I already did the floor here, took the carpet out. And then the last inside, I'm going to take the seats out, and we already have a pre-ordered, custom molded front carpet, $200 for the front in gray. So we're gonna do that soon here too. So just a few tips about doing the back window. When you're taking out the molding, carefully pry it out with a screwdriver to start it. The bottom molding is aluminum, and it's identical looking to the side moldings, which are rubber. So be careful with those. I cleaned them up really well before we put them back in. And then to get the window out, you need to fish a very fine wire between the glass and the frame, and then you have one person inside and one person outside, and then you drag that along all the way around the perimeter to kind of cut it, and then the window will just pop out easier. We used a flat razor once we got the window out to scrape the window down to make sure it was all clean, and then there's still some butyl, the old butyl stuff on there, and the acetone just dissolved it. It came off really easy. So that was easy to get the window clean. Before you put the butyl on, you use a 3M one-step primer, which is black, which also kind of shades, I guess, the butyl. And it's UV resistant, so it makes it so that the sun can't shine through the glass and hit the butyl. You leave that on, you paint that only where you're going to put the butyl, and you also do the frame, and then you let that dry for 10 minutes. And then you do not touch that with your bare fingers. So use rubber gloves or a suction cup to put the window in, because you do not want to touch that. Then make sure you get that 3M strip, which is the butyl strip. I think I used 1/4 inch. And that was perfect. It squished down. It's very difficult to squish down. So I did it on a 60-degree day. You might want to do it on an 80-degree day. That will help, I think, push the window in place to get the moldings in again. And make sure when you put that butyl in, you lay it flat. That'll make it easier to push the window in. And then when you put the window in, make sure you put the whole window in flat and all at the same time. Don't do the bottom first and push it up, or put the top in and push the bottom down, because it won't work. You need to do it all at once. And then you got to push pressure on it and squeeze that stuff out through the back. Once you have it pressed in, do the side moldings first, and then do the top or the bottom. And that frame seems to be a little curved, so the glass ended up being just a tad curved. It's not like dangerously curved or anything like that. And the top and bottom molding, those are aluminum, and we had trouble getting those back in. So all I used was the short side of a 2x4, put it on the glass up against the edge of the molding, and then just tapped it with a hammer, and it just tapped right in. And if you want to push on the glass at the same time as you're tapping it in, that works perfect, and it went right in really good. But just be careful, because you know how glass is, especially that tempered stuff. You tap it just wrong and poof, the whole window blows out. I think that's it. Our next projects, like I said, are going to be the front carpet. I'll do a video on that. And we're redoing all these little panels in here with the fabric walls. They're super easy to replace. You just unscrew them, recover them, and screw them right back in place. And there's not a whole lot of them. There's a lot of little ones, like these ones all around the door, but they're super easy to replace. So that's not a problem. So we're doing that, and there'll be new not pink and purple curtains made. They're going to be just kind of a gray, off gray kind of color. So I think that's about it. I think we're getting close to being done and ready to go on our trip. So all right, that's it. Leave messages or comments, whatever you want to do. Later.